Okay, what I wanted to show you guys today is how to take a Weadeater head off and put blades on it. I'm going to turn it to the side where hopefully it'll be better, more visible, better visibility to our camera. And on our Weadeater head, this is a Shindawa. If you'll notice right here, there's a little hole. There's a little tool you can stick in here. You can put a nail in here, whatever you want to. To get the head off, you have to turn it clockwise. So I'm going to turn it clockwise. I'm going to spin the head completely off. Head is now off. Now, this head has several parts to it. It's got a little piece. This little piece is what's going to hold on our blade. So if we take this off, we can now put our blade on. And if you'll look, get this thing set up where we can have a better view. If you look at our head here, there's a little indentation right here. And every blade that you'll put on is going to have the same circumference hole to put on this hole. So if I put a blade on, it's going to go in that little spot, and it fits in pretty snug, pretty tight. So you put your blade on right there in that one spot. We have to put our little piece back on, and it's got two sides. It's got a deep side and a shallow side. We're going to put the deep side down to hold this blade in place properly. A blade kit usually comes with a nut and a washer. This is the same nut that the Weadeater head has attached to it. So to get this bolt started, we have to put it in here counterclockwise. So we just screw down. We hold the blade in place the whole time so that it will not move on us, because we don't want to get it off center. Now, all we have to do is put our little tool in the hole. We get our Weadeater tool or a wrench that fits that bolt, and we tighten it up. On this bolt, it's a 1/2 inch, and to tighten it's always counterclockwise, because the blade is turning clockwise. Of this, I'm going to talk about blades for just a second. This is I call it a boomerang blade. This has a cutting edge all the way around it. It's very good for cutting down small debris, brush, those kind of things. You could use it to cut really thick, heavy bushes. There's a number of things that you can do with that. I also have another type blade that has 4 sides to it, and these are the cutting edges on this blade. These sides right here. It's a good blade for cutting small debris, brush, little small bushes, things that a string will not cut. And the good thing about this type of blade is you can sharpen on this edge, and you can also sharpen it on this edge. So you can flip the blade over and use it on either side. So it makes it really nice. And this blade is the same as well. Most of these blades are are like that. You can sharpen them on either side, so you can keep an edge and do what you need to do. You can get blades like this. This is a chainsaw type blade or a wood cutting type blade. Has teeth in it. All the same. It's for cutting down maybe a little bit bigger stuff that is wood in nature, pretty much. But that's a good blade to get for those kind of applications. I also have another blade that has chainsaw teeth in it. And if you look at these are actual teeth just like you find on a chainsaw. Same exact teeth. You just have to make sure that when you put this blade on that the teeth are moving or cutting in the right direction. So you can really only use this, put this on one way. And a Weadeater blade, most of them on the commercial ones, turn clockwise. They turn in this direction. So you notice the teeth are pointing to the right or clockwise. So keep that in mind when you're putting your blade on. And a blade like this has to be put on in one direction as well. So the teeth on this blade are for clockwise use. So you have to put this blade on in a clockwise use. So that's blades. These kind of blades you can put on either way. You can sharpen either side. If one side's dull, you can flip it over and use the other side. That's what I like about these is when it gets dull on you, you just take it off, flip it over, and go again if you're out cutting. And I think this, to me, is the most universal type of blade. I like this one the best. You can do almost everything with it. It'll cut down just about anything that you want to cut. So that's putting blades on and the different types of blades and their applications. Hopefully that'll be helpful to you when you're out cutting or you need a blade and you're trying to figure out what kind of blade to get or what to use. So hope it was helpful.